Hey guys, what's happening? Ryan here from Athletic Fitness. Just want to jump in and say Happy New Year to you all. It's currently 3rd of January 2021, so we're actually one day out from the new 90-day Get Fit program from starting. And there's a few things we need to go through before we can get that started, hence this video. So, if you're looking for details on that, head over to my Facebook page, that's at RS Athletic Fitness, or just type in Athletic Fitness, all one word, and you should find that. Most recent post details what you need to be doing every single day for 90 days, change your life, get fit, get healthier, smash those fitness goals. But anyway, let's get into it, let's start the video. Hey, so as you just saw in the intro, we're one day out from starting the new fitness challenge. But before we get started, you need to know what is your daily calorie target, or your weekly calorie target, I should say, going to be. And also, what is your hydration target going to be? So all the other stuff is pretty self-explanatory. I will make another video just going over most of it, but for the most part, working out 5 times a week, high intensity exercise, that could be going for a run, that could be doing a workout outside, low intensity exercise for 60 minutes, go for a walk, yoga, something really low level, not going to be taxing on your body. Then we have the self-improvement. That's going to be anything that is going to help you become a better person. Could even be as simple as just, I want to learn to do a certain skill. I want to start reading more. I want to achieve something long term. Doing these small steps, and just make sure you're doing them, including them as part of your daily routine. As I say, it can be just as simple as reading a self-improvement book. That's something that's helped me a lot in the past, going through reading. Generally I'd go for sort of a chapter a day, but don't limit yourself. Do whatever you want to do that is going to help you achieve your goals. So that's a quick brief through of those. But the hydration target and the calorie target we need to discuss. So, starting off with hydration, that's going to be in this video section, and then we'll go further into the next. Hydration is going to be individual. It's not a specific equation we can create. It's all going to be down to how big are you as a person, how much do you weigh, how tall are you, what is your sex, are you male, are you female? All of those things are going to be contributing factors. How active are you on a day-to-day basis? How active is your job? Etc, etc. What we do know is that the average adult is going to end up having a water output of roughly 2 to 3 litres a day. Because of this, we immediately know that we're going to need to be probably intaking 2 to 3 litres a day. If we're then exercising on top of that, then that is going to need to be a little bit higher. But for the water output, I'm pretty much going to leave that up to you as your own challenge. If you feel like you're getting dehydrated, you're already dehydrated. That is not an optimal situation to be in. It reduces cognitive performance, it reduces our physical performance. So, with the water target, I'm probably going to be setting myself somewhere between 3 and 3.5 litres a day. It's a not stupid amount. I've done it before where I've sort of hit up to 4 litres a day. That can get quite excessive. Every time you leave the house, you need to find a toilet. That's not optimal either. It's not optimal for anyone working in a job. But 3 litres a day for me is pretty sustainable. I would imagine for most of you, if you're not used to drinking a lot of water, that sounds like a lot, but actually once you start to break it down, once you start to have regular drinks through the day, it becomes quite manageable to achieve. So that's the water target. Set it yourself. Set it as an amount that you think is going to be tough to achieve, but not so far out that you're just gulping down water continuously, because that isn't healthy either. Try and set it somewhere between 2 to 3 litres, maybe a little bit more if you're being active through the day, but that's going to be your hydration. Now, let's head on to the BMR, the calories, the macro breakdown. Not something that is actually required as part of this challenge, but I figured I'd go through it, as that can actually really help people to get a greater understanding of what they're trying to do with their body in terms of nutrition. So Let's jump into it. Hey, so here we are into the calorie section of this video. To make this a little bit easier, as there's a lot of information to try and digest, I've chucked it into a PowerPoint, hopefully very easy to understand. Just click pause if you need to go back over something or write it down. But as we go through, I'll explain nice and easy all the different steps to work out your macros, and actually the very easy option is to just head over to my Facebook, click on the Excel document that's going to be available as of tomorrow on the 4th, enter in your own calories or enter in your own information, and it will come up with your own calories for whether you're going to be extremely sedentary, moderate, active, or very active throughout the day, and you can apply individual calorie totals to all of them. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. Starting off, basal metabolic rate, or BMR. This is basically the amount of calories we need for basic function every single day. When I say basic function, I mean for our brain to continue working, I mean for our body to maintain its weight if we literally laid in bed and did nothing all day. Sounds amazing, but you would probably be surprised how many calories that is likely to actually come out at. And for most people, that's going to be somewhere between 15 to 1800. I think mine comes out a little bit more. Let's see. Just loading up my Excel document. 27, 28, and 85. So my calorie target's actually come out at about 1900. Just checked off the Excel document that you'll be able to see if you go to my Facebook page. And yeah, that's basically how much I'll burn if I just sit in bed all day. So if you want to work it out yourself, use one of these formulas on the screen. Each one has different advantages and disadvantages depending on gender, etc. Age is often a common one that differentiates between these. Physical activity level, so if you played sports a lot in your life or if you've been relatively sedentary, each one has their advantages, disadvantages, but mostly they're going to come out pretty similar. I tend to end up using Harris-Benedict or Schofield equation. They're my two favorite ones for using with clients and myself, but take a pick, they all work. That's completely up to you. Alternatively, I think I'm covering a little bit of the details there, but alternatively, use my Excel document to enter your details, there we go, and have it worked out for you with just a few clicks. So, as I said before, head over to the Facebook RS Athletic Fitness, or just type in Athletic Fitness, one word, you should find the page. Go join the online coaching group. This is where the Excel document will be pinned. Tons of other people in there. Hopefully you'll be able to engage with them and start up discussions, all motivate each other throughout this journey. Protein. Used to repair and form new muscle tissues. That's the idea of protein. It's going to help us to build muscle. And actually the benefit of this is, if you're looking to lose weight, and we talk about calories as a form of balance, so if we're in a calorie deficit, we lose weight. If we're in a calorie surplus, we gain weight. Whenever you eat protein, 30% of the calories from the protein is burnt off in just digestion. So it's not a matter of if you've taken 100 calories of worth of protein, you've then got to burn off 100 calories worth of protein just to get rid of it. You're actually already burning off 30 of those just from digesting it within your body. So having a lot of protein in your diet, not just for the bodybuilders looking to gain weight, but actually it's really good for those looking to lose weight because you burn so much in digestion. So to work it out, and bear in mind this is coming down to the macro element of the video. So if you're only interested in the calories and hitting your weekly calories, go to the previous slide, work out your BMR, work out how many calories per day that you are going to be sitting at with activity. Take off 2 to 500 if you're looking to lose weight. Add 2 to 500 if you're looking to gain weight. And then times it by 7. That's your weekly target. If you're looking for the macro element, continue watching. I'd advise it anyway. Get yourself educated. If not, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. If you're carrying on, let's continue. So, protein. Take your body weight in kilograms. For me, today we're going to take, my answers are all in brackets, so 85 kilograms. Times it by 1.8 to 2, so that's going to give you 153 to 170. This is the amount of protein I'm going to be targeting every single day in grams. Doesn't sound like a huge amount, but this is going to be kind of reasonably easy to achieve. Bear in mind, if you have protein shake, 25 to 50 grams of protein. If you are eating 3-4 meals with protein in them, you can expect to get 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal. Instantly, I'm already getting up there. Add a few snacks in, I'm going to be all okay. On to fats, secondary energy source and correct function of cells. To work out your fats, you need to take your body weight in kilograms. Again, we'll go 85. Sorry, my partner's just come home. You okay? And you're going to be timesing that by 2, so that will come out at 187. This is the purpose of this is to convert your weight to pounds, and then we'll times it by 0.3 or 0.4, and that's going to come out at 56 to 75 grams of fats per day. With the fats, you will go with an amount that is going to be dependent on how many carbohydrates you like. For myself, I like a lot more carbohydrates in my diet, and for that reason, I'll go more towards the 0.3. If I prefer a higher fat in diet, I'd go more towards a 0.4. Or if you wanted to push even higher, you could go up to sort of a 0.45 or 0.5. This would just reflect when you make the final estimation with your carbohydrates, that would come down slightly. But really, the fats and carbohydrates are really interchangeable. Which brings me on to carbohydrates, our primary energy source. To work these out, we're going to need a few calculations. So here you might want to pause and then come back to it once you've got a pen and paper and you can write these down. So take your protein target. For me, we're going to go with about 170. We're going to times that by 4, giving us 680. We're going to take our fats. As I said, I like to go to the lower end. So we're going to use the 0.3 target of 56. Times that by 9, we get 504. The reason we're timesing by 4 and 9 is this is the number of calories we have per gram of protein and fats respectively. You're going to add these together, and then we're going to subtract from our daily calorie target, which for myself was 2,500. Okay, this gives us 1316. Take this, divide by 4, again by 4 because we have 4 calories per gram of carbohydrate. And this is going to be our carbohydrate target. With, I believe, back to that, it won't let me go back. I don't think it came up on that. I think it's about 329 carbs when I worked out earlier. That's a little bit higher than what I'd usually hit. So maybe I would try and fluctuate in terms of protein or fats coming up a little bit and bringing that down. I tend to not go too much above 300 carbs. So when it comes to your macros, and this is why I always say, learn how much you need to be getting of each one. It becomes really useful because if you know you've eaten a lot of carbs in the day, you know that you're going to have to bring down the fats, or you're going to have to adjust the protein slightly, or you know if you've had high protein day, you can aim to bring down the carbs and the fats a little bit. Just mix it around, find what diet works for you, because ultimately the best diet is going to be one that you enjoy. But anyway, allowing for fluctuation. You never want to be super stringent with your diet, and this is what the point I was just making. You are going to have a lot more success when you start to talk about adding things in as opposed to taking things away. So give yourself a range. Don't say, oh, I've hit 170 protein and can't have any more, have a little bit more protein if that's what works. Don't think, oh no, I'm super low, I need to go and have like 4 protein shakes, try and get up. It doesn't work like that. Increase the carbs a little bit. Allow yourself to have higher and lower calorie days, and don't ever punish yourself for having a poorer day. It's over a week. The calorie balance that is in this program is over a week for a reason. It allows you to have those higher, lower calorie days. If I'm not feeling hungry, I'm not going to go and eat just for the sake of eating. My body is probably functioning fine. I'm going to take that lower calorie day, and then actually 2 days from now, when my body might be a little bit hungrier, I can go over my calories by 100, 200 for the day. Adjust to how your body feels. With that being said, you do need to set yourself a limit if you are feeling very hungry through the day and you just can't seem to get rid of that hunger and you're pushing up towards your calorie target. Do set yourself limits. If your aim is to lose weight, it isn't going to be comfortable. You need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And just trust the process. That's the most important thing. You need to trust the process. Over time, you will start to lose weight. What I am going to add in now, and this is an added benefit if you manage to stay here and towards the end, I never will track my fruits and vegetables within a daily's calorie amount. And the reason for this is, if you track your fruits and vegetables, right, they are going to contain calories and you're going to be more spot on with how many calories you've intaken. But why do it when they're so low generally? Fruits are going to be a little bit higher calorie, but vegetables especially. A whole onion is like 30 calories. Trying to think of another example. Like a stick of celery is 5 calories. They're so low, but yet they're going to be so filling if you chuck them all into your diet. Lettuce, cucumber, carrots, onions, leeks, celery, just all sorts. Chuck them all in. Mushrooms, another great one. Chuck them all in. Don't worry about tracking them. The calories are going to be so minimal. And actually, if you start to see chucking all of them onto your plate as sort of like a treat, because you're not tracking those foods and you can just fill up on them, you'll actually start to see in the longer term your calories will come down. Your weight will come down because you're going to be in negative calorie deficit, because you're filling up with vegetables. They're going to fill you up so much more for a lot less calorie intake. So with that being said, I'm going to finish this part of the video. I will catch you all in the next one, hopefully tomorrow or on day 2 after I upload the next one. Hope all of this has helped. Please give this a like and subscribe down below if you want to watch more content, and let's go smash this 90-day challenge together. In the next one, guys.